Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showcasing to you guys one of the strongest decks in Master Duel. Yes, we are playing Eldlich today, and I believe that Eldlich is the best deck in the game.
Whether you like him and don't like him, is nothing you could do about him because he's number one. Whether you like him or don't like him, is nothing you can do about him because he's number one.
I say best all around deck because in my opinion the single best deck is Emancipator. And I'll be doing a showcase on that a bit later. Just like the video and I'll see, maybe we'll do it in the future. Before we get into today's video, I want you guys to like, subscribe and comment down below what you want to see in the future. Let's get into it. So in today's deck profile we play single Nibiru, triple Lord of the Heavenly Prison, double Eldlich, triple Ash, triple Ghost Bell. We play triple Pot of P, 2 Cursed Eldland, triple Infinite Impermanence, 3 Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine, triple Torrential Tribute, triple Conquistador, double Summon Limit, triple Skill Drain, 2 Haquero, 2 Solemn Strike and 2 Solemn Judgment. Now this is what you'd be playing if you were in the TCG. However, if we were in Master Duel, we'd remove these 3 and then we'd add 3 copies of Maxi, and this would be the deck. For the extra deck, doesn't really matter, but we still play single Draco back, 1 Divine Arsenal A Zeus, we play Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora, we play Gustav Max, Access Code Talker, Appaloosa, Vampire Fascinator, Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix, Vampire Sucker. Play 2 of those, we play 2 Avenged Savior, and we play 1 IP Masquerader. I do want to say the reason we don't play Dogmatica Punishment is whilst it's good and whilst you get 2 pops, I believe that we can do the same and better with trap cards such as Skill Drain, Summon Limit, Torrential Tribute, Solemn Judgment, Strike. Like Solemn Strike and Solemn Judgment, they completely shut down Pendulum decks because they go Pen Summon 5, Solemn Strike, you win the game. But whereas Dogmatica Punishment, you can activate it to pop 2 scales, but a lot of the time those scales have effect when popped and so on and so forth. So yeah, I just think this is the better option. You can also play 3-dimensional barrier. However, when you have decks such as Evil Twin and Emancipator and Prank Kids in the meta, you don't really want to play D barrier because you can't prevent link summoning. So whilst this card is good for like fusion decks such as Despia, it really doesn't work against certain decks and the card's basically just useless. So it is a good siding in option, but obviously with Master Duel you don't really have a siding option. So if you were to play it, I'd say max play 2 or 1 copy, because playing 3 against the wrong deck is just really inconsistent. I put Crossout Designator in the extra deck for Lightning Storm, and you can even run this in the main deck. The reason you do this is because you want to cross out the Lightning Storm so that they can't break your board with just 1 card. I played the double Droll as just it's just a hand trap, really. It's the, you can side these in for anything. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. But now let's talk about the core of the deck. What exactly do these cards do? Well, we see Lord of the Heavenly Prison, one of the strongest monsters in this deck. He's actually a hand trap. You can activate it from the hand, then none of your back row can be destroyed by card effect, and if one of your traps flip face up, you can then summon the Lord of the Heavenly Prison from your hand. This does take away the effect of protecting your back row. However, you do have a 3000 attack and defense level 10 monster on the field, and you can then, if you summon an Eldlich, you can then Xyz into a Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon. What's this called? A Gustav Max, yeah. We play 2 Cursed Eldin. We want to maximize the amount of times we can search for cards like Conquistador. Because we only play 1 copy in Mastador, we don't really see it as much as we would like to. So that's why we only play 1 copy of that. We play 2 copies of Haquero because it's just there. What a lot of people like doing is... I spelled that wrong. What a lot of people like doing is they play these cards like Golden Land Forever and Guardian of the Golden Land. Now these are good cards, but there are some issues I have with these. Golden Land Forever, it's an Omni negate. Whilst you control an Eldlich monster, you tribute a zombie. So say we activate the effect of Conquistador, and then we activate the effect of Golden Land Forever, sending the Conquistador to the graveyard to negate something. Now, whilst this is a good option, I don't really see space in the deck where you can put it, because we play the Solemn Strikes, which negate, the Solemn Judgments, which negate, the Skill Drains, which negate, the Summon Limit, which stops your opponent from summoning. We play the Infinite Impermanence to negate, and these have almost no drawbacks, whereas with Golden Land Forever we have to tribute a zombie monster. With Guardian of the Golden Land, it is a beefy defense monster. However, it's not really that practical because it just saves you from battle, and you can do this with the Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine by special summoning the Eldlich to kind of block your opponent from attacking directly, because he does have quite a bit of defense. In the side deck we play Anti-Spell Fragrance to shut down Pendulum decks because they literally can't activate on the field. Just thought I'd mention that. With Skill Drain's very powerful. However, there are cards that can out this, such as Destroy a Phoenix Enforcer, or any card that pops a card and then gets sent to the graveyard, because Skill Drain states whilst they are face up on the field. So if a card is in the graveyard and it activates to pop your Skill Drain will be popped and it won't negate that. The 3 Torrential Tribute is extremely powerful. On summon, just activate it, blow up your opponent's entire field. The Pot of P, it removes us from the OTK option, but that's what's good about this deck. Because we want to go first and we're just setting a ton of traps, we were never going to have the OTK option even on turn 2, because we're just setting a ton of traps, and this deck's almost unplayable if you don't activate those traps. So going turn 2 or turn 1, your game plan is pretty much the same, and because you're just setting 5 cards, your opponent can't really negate any of them unless he destroys them with a monster effect or just spell trap effect. But like at that point you just lose the game, because there are a lot of blowout cards in this game, and it's unfortunate, but this is one of the best decks in the game, and you will dominate the meta using this. Hand trap options, Ghost Bell, Ash, they're very generic hand traps. They target majority of the decks. The 3 Maxi, everyone special summons. We need the extra draws. I think I've covered everything. Let's cover some of the extra deck. we play Draco Berserk of the Tangy because it's a level 8 synchro. And now you may think, well, how am I going to go into this? When you special summon Conquistador, he special summons as a level 5 monster. Same with Hequero, so that's 3 level 5 monsters. You then play 6 level 3 tuners. So you could then special summon one of your traps, normal summon one of your hand traps, and then you could go into a Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. Because he says 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner monsters. They're not worry about effects, since they're considered normal monsters. We play 1 Zeus. So this Dreadnought package is really powerful, because what you do is you go into Gustav Max, activate his effect, inflict 2k, and then you can go into a Rail Cannon, and this is the best OTK option you have in the deck, because you activate his effect, he gains 2000 attacks, so that's a 6000 attack monster. And if you summon this card using, well, you use 2 materials to go into your Gustav Max, but then you pitch 1 material to inflict 2k, so then this card has 2 materials, but you detach 1 to give it 6k attack, so then it gets 2 attacks. Obviously you don't have to pitch with Gustav Max, then it would get 3 attacks. You don't even have to pitch 1 for Rail Cannon, and you can have 4 different attacks, but I just suggest pitching a material. It makes the OTK option easier. You can also go into Super Dora, which once per turn you can detach 1 material from this card, target 1 face monster on the field, that target is unaffected. So you place this in defense, activate its effect, make this card unaffected, so it's a 4k defense unaffected monster. Not a lot of monsters can push over 4k, except for maybe like Access Code Talker or even Gustav, Juggernaut Liebe. We play 2 Avenged Savior and 2 Vampire Sucker because we play the traps, and these are considered zombies which can be linked away into these monsters. That's why we also play the Fascinator. We can also link them away using Eldlich, the Golden Lord, and even some of our hand traps. The IP is used to make a Nightmare Unicorn or Phoenix on your opponent's following turn. We can also make a Access Code Talker that can't be destroyed by cards using IP as link material. The reason I play Appaloosa is because you're summoning so many monsters and it is really easy to make an Appaloosa. If you want to make this deck super consistent, you can even throw in a Crystron Halka Fibrax into the extra deck by removing, let's say, an Avenged Savior. And you can throw in a Jet Synchron and maybe cut like 1 bell. And what you can do now is you can activate a trap, special summon a trap, special summon one of your hand traps. And now what you can do is you can either go into Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, or you can special summon Halka Fibrax, summon Jet Synchron. We do need a... Actually, we don't even need that. Then we can go into a Nightmare Unicorn, and then Nightmare Unicorn, you can activate its effect to spin 1 on the field, or you can just not activate its effect, special summon back Jet Synchron, and then either go into an Appaloosa or an Access Code Talker. What I like doing is, if you want to make a 3 negate Appaloosa on turn 1, you do that combo that I told you, except you can throw in Link Karibo into your extra deck. And what this will do is, you're then able to special summon the Jet Synchron off Halka Fibrax, Link Karibo, Jet Synchron special summon back to the field, and then you're able to go into an Appaloosa using all 4. You could also put into your deck, and this is a really powerful combo, just using Jet Synchron, you can put in an artifact Dagda and an artifact Scythe, and then on your, you can special summon it using the Jet Synchron and the Link Karibo, and then on your opponent's turn, Well, you also have to add TG Wonder Magician to your extra deck. On your opponent's turn, you activate Hulk Firebrax, special summon TG Wonder Magician, your artifact Dagda chains to your Hulk Firebrax effect, and it sets a Scythe. Hulk Firebrax, summon the TG Wonder Magician, pop Scythe. Scythe effect activates special summon back on the field. It activates on the field to lock your opponent out of the extra deck. And then your TG Wonder Magician effect chains to your artifact Scythe to special summon a Baron de Flor. You also have to add a Baron de Flor to your extra deck. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck. If you guys enjoyed today's deck profile, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what other decks you want to see in the future. Also, let me know what other videos you guys like seeing. I know my DDD deck recently did really good, so I'm just thinking of like spicing it up, because I upload quite a bit of Save the World content and other content, but I don't see it doing as well as my Yu-Gi-Oh content, and I think there's something there that I can maybe change or try and target and bring in a new audience. But yeah, so just leave in the comments down below what you guys think. Like, subscribe, comment down below, check out some of my previous videos, hit that notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Take it easy, and bye.